Once more, we are back. We are on question number 4. This is to do with the now linear. These are straight line equations. Such equations are found on the Cartesian graph. A straight line is represented by the equation 2x minus y equals to 5. Find the gradient of the line L. And ladies and gentlemen, fellow viewers, when you are given such a question, how do we answer it? Rule number 1, of course, this is what you are given. This is my line L. The name of this equation of this line is called 2x minus y equals to 5. So now it's not in standard form. So you have to express this equation in standard form. What is my standard form? My standard form looks like this, where my m is the gradient. Where my m is the gradient. So this is my gradient. So I have to make sure that I make y the subject of the formula. You can see it is starting with y, and y is not a negative but it is a positive, so I should make sure that everything here is a positive. Now, fellow viewers, I'll teach you two methods. The first method is simple. I'll do whereby I have to rearrange this. How do we rearrange this? We do it like this. Say, okay, 2x minus y equals to 5. What happens? The 2x goes there. I'm going to have y equals to negative 2x plus 5. It will find 5. Now you can see here I found a negative. Here there is no negative. So I should remove this negative. There are many ways. Some teachers, they will say divide. Others, they will say I will multiply both sides by a negative. When you multiply both sides by a negative, here we have a positive. Here I have positive 2x and there I have negative 5x. Automatically you compare this equation and the general formula. You will find that my m there is 2. So my gradient is 2. You have answered this. However, I'm not comfortable with this method because some people might forget to change this negative. So to avoid that from the word go, I'll call this as method 2. So from the word go, I don't want the negative. So the y will go there automatically. I'll have a situation like 2x, 5 is a positive, when it comes there becomes a negative. And then y goes there becomes a positive. Automatically I have to start with y, and automatically I'll have the situation like this. You can see that my m in this case is 2. It has come here. This is the 2 I'm talking about as a gradient. You can see this is the easiest way of doing it. There is no need of multiplying. So my fellow viewers, my learners, colleagues, I think we better adopt this one. Is the best so that we avoid complications. Thank you so much. I feel we should go to the next question. Our next question is question 5. It is dealing with the sets. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow viewers, kindly remember to subscribe. Now here we go. How do we answer such question? Please, that's why in paper 1 they give that space where you can work out your work. The same thing, you draw it. You draw it nicely. There is no need of you wasting your time. After you draw it, of course they are dealing with P, Q and R. You draw these P, Q and R. These are the 3 sets. From there, what you should understand is I'm told I've got P intersect R complement intersect Q like that. Now, fellow viewers, I can understand this question in many ways. If I want, I can associate, I can group them nicely. This question, I can write it in an exam. If I want, I can say P intersect Q bracket intersect R complement. That's what it means. So intersect R complement. As I have told you, this is what is not in the answer sheet. You have just drawn this to make sure that you know what you are doing. So what I will do is I'll start with the complement. Complement means not in R. So all the elements which are not in R, all the elements which are not in R, I'll put These, I'll use the red part. These are elements which are not in R. Outside R. Outside R. So these elements are outside R. Now I should look at where P intersect Q. Where is P intersect Q? You agree with me that P intersect Q, it is here. This is where I find P intersect Q, it is there. So where is my answer? My answer is where I found the striped black and striped red. Where I found this is where my answer is. So meaning when it comes to shading, I have to shade this part, because this is where this part is number 1, it is outside R complement, and it is P intersect Q. It means I've answered this question. Thank you, viewers. I hope it was understood. What was I saying? I was saying when you are given such a question in an exam, you draw, you replicate, meaning that you get the same picture which they have given you there. This is what I did there. And from there, you can also interpret it in your own way. We are saying members outside R, I shaded this red part. Let's hope the camera is able to catch that. It can show that. So the striped red ones, it shows that outside R. Then members which are between P and Q, you shade. Now where the answers lie, it's where I can see the striped red and black. That is what we are calling the answer part. And I have to shade. I go now, I take that picture, I shade on the final, answer space. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed. This is to do with sets and how we should shade it. Thank you.